Earlier today, Senate Democrats successfully blocked a Republican bill that would crack down on sanctuary cities. By a vote of 54 to 45, the measure fell short of reaching the 60-vote threshold the same day the White House issued a veto threat, and Reid labeled the bill vile legislation. The Stop Sanctuary Cities Act would threaten to withhold funds from local governments that don't cooperate with federal immigration officials. The bill's consideration came months after the murder of Kate Steinle in San Francisco, allegedly at the hands of an illegal immigrant. And Eric, this was not necessarily a surprise because the Democrats had made a decision early on that they knew that they had the backing of the White House to vote against this bill.
Right. So they needed 60 votes. They got 2 Democrats to come over and vote for it. 1 Republican voted against it. Rand Paul made a very good point to help understand what goes on here. If someone is convicted in a state, say Illinois, and is serving time for his conviction in Illinois, but has committed a murder in Kentucky and is also convicted there, when he finishes his term, his sentence in Illinois, he gets exported to Kentucky, immediately transported and goes to jail in Kentucky.
Right.
What happens here is what sanctuary cities do is when you've done something wrong and you're either let go or done your time in the sanctuary city, they don't make you go pay for your crime of either being here illegally or whatever felonies you've committed while being here illegally. On the federal level, they say, you're done, we're going to let you go, and we're not going to tell the feds. There's no communication. They got to fix that. They have to fix it.
And not allowing sanctuary cities to run like this without, I think that actually that is common sense. But Juan, to show you how political this has gotten, and Reid and the Democrats must have done their homework because they know that this works for them, or else they wouldn't have said this. Not only did he say it was vile legislation, he said it could be called the Donald Trump Act. So now politics is now fully engaged on the immigration debate, and we can't even solve something like sanctuary cities.
I agree. You know, this is the sad part. I mean, there should be some rationality applied here, that there are steps that can be taken, as you were saying. I would say the number one step is if the federal government says, you know, this is a dangerous person, not some low-level marijuana crime, which is what that guy was in jail for after having done it 5 times or whatever, issue the warrant. Stop with the detainees. A warrant, the locals will respond. But the detaining, they don't react to that because of the sanctuary city legislation. But no matter what the legislation, 2 points, we should fix this. There shouldn't be such a loophole. And 2, at this network that we've been pushing, or O'Reilly's been pushing the idea that if you commit a crime and you're here illegally, another 5 years. Try to up the punishment.
Minimum.
Well, doesn't that make sense to operate as a deterrent? People should be punished for breaking the law repeatedly. Right, that's what I'm saying. So I think that makes a lot of sense. What bothers me is when you see partisan politics like this, no matter how many American lives it might cost, they're still going to vote their ideology first instead of doing the right thing. So you see people like Reid using this, crazy rhetoric to try and call it, Donald Trump, law.
Well, apparently, the Koch brothers are not on his list anymore, so he's gone over to Donald Trump.
I was just going to make this quick point. Yeah, but just let me just say that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I just want to ask you, do you think that, we only have a second left, can either side win here and be correct and persuade people that they're right?
Actually, I have an idea. Because this is setting a precedent, it's essentially endorsing criminality, allowing sanctuary cities to exist. I think it is time for conservatives to create their own sanctuary cities, where anyone choose a certain location where every law-abiding gun owner can carry in public. Or perhaps create a sanctuary city, where you could smoke anywhere you want. You could smoke in bars, you could smoke in taverns. Or maybe we could have a city, no speed limits. Each one of these examples is breaking the law, but we have a precedent here. It is okay to break the law, so let's do it. I want to see a first nude village.
Do you really want to see that?
Milpitas, California. I dare Milpitas, California to go nude. Seriously, this is absurd. Why do we need to have laws?
That's bowling.
Did you buy property in Milpitas?
No, I just like the name Milpitas.
Bowling wants to go. He's very tame.
I really don't.
I actually kind of like that idea.
No, it's absurd.
Dana, you want to go?
Oh, no, not to the nude city. No, I like the idea of conservative sanctuary cities.
Yes, conservative sanctuary. Well, one's called Dallas.
Wait a second. You know that old Eddie Murphy? I didn't know conservatives were partying like this.
They are.
See, Juan, there's so much you don't know about conservatives. We will educate you in the commercial break.
Talk to your